Hello friends, welcome to week 5. We're rolling now. We're getting deep into this rest cycle and we have got a treat for you today. You are not gonna wanna miss this here, folks. So let's get into the program. TJ and I, we're gonna tag team this. So this is week 5, this is a rest week. Now, I know we're in the rest cycle and in the rest year, so it's still, you know, that theme of capacity and overall just lower level stuff, more technical work and more exposure to a lot of different movements. That theme is still here, but we are now moving into the build phase of the rest cycle here. Okay? So, let us begin. What we got here?
All right, so day 1, you guys know it is a strength day, 3-3-1. All right, so number 1 is a snatch from the medium box. Obviously, the last few Mondays we've kind of been playing around with some different variables in the snatch, like over a higher starting position. So that medium block is going to get you that nice, solid, like higher elevated position to start from. It's going to help you work on your positioning. So we love that. So we got medium snatch from the medium blocks. And then going into 3 overhead squats, 3 plus 3. So you're gonna go 3 snatches, 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry.
There he is.
3 snatches back to back to back, and then 3 overhead squats. Still hammering that in because obviously it's part of the test. Very applicable for y'all. After that, same idea with the clean and the jerk. Cleaning from that medium block as well. Again, that higher elevating point. All right, going for 2 plus 2 plus 2 with some front squats and then some jerks as well. So I'm gonna do my 2 cleans, boom, boom. Save that bar biceps tall, 2 front squats, and then 2 jerks to finish it off. Still light, 3 sets out of 1, and then for the snatches 2. And the last one, trying to give you guys a little bit more of that upper body. Finishing off with some incline dumbbell chest press. Supersetted with seated row, 5-minute AMRAP, the same thing we did this past week. 6 plus 6, 6 reps apiece, and back and forth with those 2 finish off. Day number 1. All right, give it over Nate.
That pump was nice, y'all. We're gonna run that back again for sure. Okay, so day number 2, we got a specific day. So the average for the day is a 2-2-2. So kind of lower everything, but it's a specific day. So we're gonna be touching the specific movements here. So we got deficit no feet snatch, 2 by 2 out of 1, and then we've got the back squat plus behind the neck jerk, 2 by 2 plus 2 out of 1. So basically, we're doing the same shit that we did last week. There's a nice couple exercises, so we want to have a chance to run that back and get better on those. TJ?
Sure. All right, over to a weakness day. Obviously, we've been having the deadlift theme for you all last few weeks, had a conventional, then the last 2 have been the trap bar. So we're going to go ahead and continue that theme with the sumo deadlift. Same thing from the last week, max reps, 30 seconds. So it gives you guys a chance to play around with the different deadlift variations, especially with the conventional and the sumo, so you can kind of figure out maybe going forward, because we're going to have that 20 rep deadlift in the future. But figuring out which of these 2 between sumo and conventional are going to be more comfortable for you with your body, your anatomy, like your movement patterns. Figure out which of those 2 you're going to prefer as we move forward to the future.
That's it. 2, right? Added 2.
Yep,
okay.
yep.
And just got to feel something to note here is you're most likely going to be doing a lot less on this variation than we just did on the trap bar.
Definitely.
So be mindful,
Good.
Don't compare what you hit on the trap bar to what you're going to do on the sumo deadlift, because it's a different movement and the bar is going to be sitting lower than the deadlift.
It is typically just, you're able to load the trap bar up a little bit more because it's just in such a favorable position and you're just having to grab and like push yourself straight up versus, having to use a bar that's in front of you, which is just a different, it's just a different movement pattern in general. So ultimately, trap bar, you're gonna see a little bit less with the sumo. It's something to just kind of expect.
Yeah, cool. So I'll just do the next 2 days and then you get it off. So technique day 4, bar work, pretty simple. It's been nice. I've been going in there and, well, obviously doing bar work, but it's just been nice kind of going through the warm up a little bit, stretching the body out a little bit, kind of more or less an active recovery day, okay? And then going to day 5, we got our accessory day here. And now this is where things are gonna get a little interesting. We said we got a nice big fat surprise for y'all that we're going to unveil very shortly. But you'll kind of start to get a feel of where things are heading as we go through this day here. So our accessory day, we're going to start out with a super set of wall ball and rower, okay? So basically all you're going to do is you're just going to do 1 minute each. So you'll do 1 minute of the wall balls and then 1 minute straight of the rower. You just go from one thing to the next, and it's just one round. Because again, this is a rest week, so we're kind of exposing a little bit, but it's still in that general theme of a little bit of a back off week as we build back up, which again, we're in the rest phase, so that's not saying a whole lot, but you get the idea. So the second thing of this accessory day is going to be another little circuit here. So you're going to do a run. Essentially, you'll start at, it doesn't really matter, either end of the turf. You'll start at the end of the turf. You're going to run down and back, and then you're going to go right into lateral med ball slams, side to side, okay, up and over your head. 3 of those per side, so not a whole lot of reps. And then you'll do 3 per side box jump overs. So essentially 6 total med ball slams, 6 total box jump overs, and those are what they sound like. Start with a small box at first. Don't want to give too much away yet. Start with a small box at first, just get comfortable with the movement, but you'll jump on the box and then you'll jump off the box. So kind of going side to side, then you'll jump on the box and then off the box. And each time you jump on and off the box, that's 1 rep. So 1, 2, 3, okay? So you'll start a timer for 3 minutes, and you just kind of go through that cycle of the run, the slams, the jump overs, run, slam, jump overs for however many rounds you get in 3 minutes. Again, keeping in mind, like, it is a 1, so it's more or less we're just kind of feeling out the movements right now. You can still, even just doing these movements, like, you're still going to get a nice little workout, still going to get a nice little pump, but it's definitely still on the lower level end, which is the intention right now. Okay, and then take it away. Last day, we forgot something here, though.
Oh, whoops! I did forget.
Boy, forgot that ping pong practice.
I cannot forget about the pong.
I'm excited to play your ass tomorrow, bro.
Hey, I am excited.
Come on.
15 minutes. All right, so test day is obviously the test we've been doing. 50% body weight, overhead squat, as many reps as possible. Oh, forgot about the tempo as well.
Whoopsies.
Can't forget about the 3 by 3 by 3.
What's this guy been smoking?
So obviously, hopefully you guys are seeing some progressions with that, seeing the number go up, or if you've been maybe floating around the same, like, it's okay. As week by week, ideally your body will continue to get more adjusted to it. So hopefully by the end, we'll see some improvement if we're being consistent with this one. And then obviously at the very end, more ping pong practice. Got to get sharp for something that we might have coming up. You know. And then that's it. Then a little resty rest.
All right. So, as you can probably, and I talk about this stuff already, so you already know, we're going to be hosting our first game. This is part of Life Games. So we're going to be hosting our first game at the end of this quarter. So that'll be like the end of March. That is going to be a culmination of everything that we've been doing, but it's a game, okay? And so this game is going to have 3 different events. And what we did today, Coach Tim and I, we came together, a meeting of the minds, a meeting of the heads. We came together and we figured out exactly what that game is going to look like and what the different events are going to look like. And as you'll see, we've started to include that within the program now. So we'll actually be, the training program is going to be aligned to the game that we are playing, which, again, if you remember the big picture of this, it's part of this, bigger game that we're playing with the different life attributes. And, obviously the Olympic lifting is a big part of that when it comes to the power, but being in this capacity phase, we're doing a lot of different stuff and making it fun. We want to have some fun, y'all. Okay. Are you ready? I didn't hear you. A little louder. Are you ready? Come on. What do we got? Let's flip the board. Whoa. There it is. Pieces of paper with magnets on them. Okay. So firstly, let us unveil the name. And we got to shout out Coach Tim over here because he was on point with the names. Okay? So you want to unveil the first one?
Oops. Got the magnet. We have the rest test.
The rest test. Okay. So that's the name of the event as a whole now. So like I said, there's going to be 3 events. Coach TJ, why don't you unveil the first one? So event number 1 of the rest test.
Ping Pongapalooza.
Ping Pongapalooza. Or, well, yeah, I mean, whatever. We call it Pingapalooza. Ping Pongapalooza.
Pingapalooza. It is a bracket style. We're gonna get specific right now.
Yeah, just gotta break it down a little bit.
Okay, bro. I'm not gonna lie. We might have to cut this. I gotta
Big
pee
boy gotta
so
pee so
bad.
bad.
Bro. I'm about to piss
Well,
myself.
Go do what you gotta do. Well, here, we'll just pause it. And we're back. Okay. So, he has relieved himself, and we are going to continue with this extravaganza.
Yes.
Rest test. Our very first game of the life games.
So first of all, you guys are gonna wanna. We'll let you know about the time and everything everything's gonna start off, but you're gonna want to get there a little early, right? Get your body a little. Just gotta get comfortable. Like any other competition or any kind of event, get there a little earlier than it starts and kind of prepare yourself mentally, physically. First event is Pingapalooza, and it's exactly what it sounds like, and what you can clearly see by this beautiful masterpiece drawn by Coach Nathan here. Ping pong bracket style tournament. Okay. We're going to play up to 15 points, okay, in a 7-minute time cap, so you're only playing 7 minutes long. And a 15-minute prelim where you guys are going to get a chance to warm up, kind of loosen things up, get your timing, get your technique down, and then we'll just go and we'll just see who comes out on top.
Yep. All right, so that's game 1. That's event 1 of the game. So event number 2. In over your head.
Woo!
That's another one. All right, so this one is going to be essentially the culmination of what we've already been testing with the overhead squat. So we're going to do 50% of your body weight. So basically everything stays the same with what we've already been doing except no tempo. So we're taking the tempo out, but we are going to be counting reps. So this can't be any like half reps. And we'll go over all the rules and stuff and not necessarily, well, yeah, I mean, all the rules and stuff before we start so that everybody knows, okay, this is what a good squat is. This is how this needs to be done. So we're kind of all on the same page with that. But yes, full squats, like full extension at the top, as many reps as you can do. All right? And then, lastly,
we've got Magic Mayhem.
Magic Mayhem.
Which is what it sounds like. Pretty much like an obstacle course type, Metcon type race. Okay? So, race for time. Starting off, we're going to do super lap, which is basically you're going to go outside the East Face doors, down that sidewalk, do a big lap around that big parking lot that's in front of the school right next to us, and then you come back. Okay? Then you're going to come back in, and you're going to do right to 50 push-ups. Wrap them out, as fast as you can. All right, then next we have those 30 box hop overs. Okay, so 1 is 1, jumping on the box, jumping back down, back and forth. And then 30 lateral med ball slams. So just like kind of we're doing in starting off with your program. All right, getting that med ball side to side, boom, a full extension with those arms, back and forth, 30 reps, 2 equals 1. And then we finish it off with another super lap. All right, back outside around that parking lot.
Yep. And we will do different flights for this because obviously, 50 push-ups for men is typically going to be a little different than 50 push-ups for women. Although not always. Some women be fucking kicking ass, bro. But, if we have to modify push-ups and you got to go from your knees, that's okay. But like I said, we will have different flights. So we're imagining we're going to go in partners. Not that you will be partners, but we'll go in pairs. So you kind of got a little competition buddy throughout the race. And then we'll stagger it into different flights. So not everybody's all going at once, but whoever has the best time overall. And who knows, we may find a way to like average it, or we may do like a men's and a women's, but either way, it's like whoever has the best time overall will be the winner. And so those are the 3 events And we've got one extra little cherry on top to finish it out. All right? If you want to unveil?
I ain't for that.
Okay.
That's all you.
Okay. So, the side quest. So this will be something that you can do for bonus points while you are, just really any time throughout the game itself, throughout the rest test. Okay? And all that is going to be max distance row in 90 seconds. And so this is where maybe you even want to get a little strategic of like, okay, do I want to maybe just try to squeeze this in real quick, like before I even start, or, because if you wait till after you're done, maybe your legs are kind of, like your body's a little fried, but at the same time, if you kill yourself on the rower right before you're about to go run, like that, so a little bit of strategy, play around a little bit. I mean, I know I'm going to be starting to think in that way of like, okay, how can we really strategize to get the, I'm trying to win this motherfucker, so to get the most out of this. But there it is, y'all. We're here. Life Games is here.
Life Games is here.
Let's roll.
Hey.
One last little thing I wanted to note with the program as a whole. I mean, obviously you can see how everything is, we're kind of tying in the game and into the training that we're doing, so it's preparing us for the game. One aspect of that is I want to basically have an opportunity for everyone to submit their scores online. Because like one of my own, like personally, I want to even grow this beyond just being accessible to like the East Race, people that are within our immediate community, to even people that are all over the world. That's, part of the reason why we just post these on YouTube, so that anybody can access them. But then I also want to create a space within the community for people to submit their scores for what they, whatever they did for the test. So obviously the test right now is the overhead squat. So you just like post a video of you, which, I'll lead by example here. Post a video of you doing the test into the score submission. And then we can start to have like a little database of everybody. And then, we can create these little game avatars that everybody's got their own stats and things, which will tie into the athlete profile, but that's, we won't get into that right now. But I just wanted to make that note. Submit your score to the score submission. It's in the Life Collective Nation, okay? I'm going to start doing that, and so I just want to encourage everybody else to do that as well, because there's going to be some kind of, we'll have some kind of prize for this. Don't know if it'll just be the top person, top 3, but there will be some kind of prize for this. And then just for the sake of the programming as a whole, there'd be some kind of prize for whoever basically whoever gets the most overhead squats, or whoever has the best result of the test, okay? And the way that's going to help us standardize that is to have people submit them, because obviously, I could just, bro, I did 37 the other day. Nobody was there, but, which again, honors code here, but having some kind of like video representation will help us to be able to like, okay, this person did that, and then we can allocate prizes accordingly. Okay? Questions? Okay. Yeah, we'll take it away. I don't know if you want to flip it or okay.
As life will kind of dictate to you all, like there's times you get, there's peaceful times that give you a chance to kind of, harden yourself and get stronger and work on some things. And there's times when life isn't so peaceful, when there's a lot of things going on, or like you have personal things, or there's events out of your control that give you a chance to kind of test and see where you are, see like what work you've been doing, and like how you've been handling the time of peace. And in the same way, training programs typically are gonna test and see like where you're at. Like we've been training in a specific way, doing some specific movements over the last few weeks, and we'll continue to do so to the end of the quarter, and then we will test and see how all these things are going. And that's, at the end of the day, like, you just prepare the best way you can now. And in life too, same thing. Use the time of peace to prepare for times of trouble. Like, use the opportunity you have now. I mean, maybe some of you are going through your own things. I mean, not assume everyone's life is peaceful, excuse me. But if it is, get ready. And if it's not, know that like you are strong enough to get through whatever you're getting through. whatever's going on in your life, you have everything you need to get through it. Because we know you do, because otherwise you wouldn't be here. Love you, believe in you all, and we'll see you soon.
Blessings, friends.